The Tesla Model X has paved the way for how EV SUVs should be made in recent years. With its modern styling, eye-watering performance, and its blend of practicality and luxury. Keep watching this video to hear about 6 reasons why we love the 2023 Tesla Model X. Number 1. Lightning speed performance. For several years, the fast SUV market was ruled by the BMW X5M and the Mercedes GLC63. But when Tesla first released the Model X, everything changed. The Model X comes with an all-wheel drive and a 100 kilowatt-hour battery. The tri-motor Plaid that first went on sale in 2021 cranks up the dual-motor version's already impressive 670 horsepower to a mind-boggling 1,020 horsepower and propels the 5,600-pound EV from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds when set in Plaid mode. By comparison, the absolutely rapid Rivian R1S will get you to 60 miles per hour in about 3.4 seconds. There are also chill and sport modes that offer less of a white-knuckle ride and focus a little more on driver comfort. Thanks to the enormous 713 pound-feet of torque available, the Tesla can easily pull up to 5,000 pounds, providing you have the optional tow hitch rack, and can see impressive 50 to 70 miles per hour times of just 2.1 seconds. Number 2. Gullwing Doors. It's not often that the doors of a car make it onto a car's top 10 list, but it's an SUV with Gullwing Doors. When designing the Model X, Elon Musk was inspired by the 1997 McLaren F1 that he once owned, with its classic Gullwing doors gaining lots of attention. Now, whilst many people may view them as a complete gimmick, the idea is actually to serve as a practical feature too, allowing passengers to enter the vehicle with ease in tight spaces, offering the full width of the door opening to step through. Overall though, I think I like the Gullwing doors mainly because it's a reminder that cars don't always need to be serious machines. They can be a bit silly too. So kudos Tesla for bringing out my inner child again. Number 3. Interior. Despite the novelty of Tesla's minimalist interiors having worn off now we're in 2023, there's no doubt that they are still among the world's best automakers when it comes to making futuristic interiors that impress the masses. The Model X features a clean, buttonless interior design that is typical for Tesla. The driver faces a digital gauge display and a quirky yoke-style steering controller, which is a little frustrating at first, but fine once you get used to it. But a regular steering wheel is available as a no-cost option. Another unique feature is the Model X's windshield glass roof, which runs seamlessly from the base of the hood and up over the front seat passengers for an uninterrupted view of what's ahead and what's above. Despite these whiz-bang features, the Model X's cabin leaves some buyers wanting, especially considering its price can easily break the 6-figure barrier. With nondescript air vents, misaligned panels, and flat-backed seats, which don't offer enough adjustments. Although when factoring everything in, we think it is a great interior overall. A huge touchscreen infotainment system dominates the dashboard and controls nearly all of the Model X's various features and settings. A secondary digital readout directly in front of the driver serves as the gauge cluster. Tesla's infotainment system is high-tech, but you won't find Apple CarPlay or Android Auto capability. Rear seat riders are treated to their small display, which provides entertainment and presumably some control over the car's features. Number 4. Cargo space. How many cars can carry 2 large dogs and do 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds? Typically, when cars have the performance of the Model X, which isn't many in fairness, the practicality side of things is somewhat sacrificed. However, this is not the case with the Model X. With its 68 cubic feet of trunk space with the third row folded down, plus an extra 7 cubic feet of space under the hood. Despite the hefty price tag, the Model X is ultimately designed for those with families. So, having extra cargo space will be highly important to this demographic of buyers. Number 5. Driver assistance features. Tesla calls its suite of driver assist and active safety features Autopilot, and it's included on every Model X as standard. Autopilot combines technology such as adaptive cruise control, lane keeps assist, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking. Available enhanced autopilot adds automatic lane changing and semi-autonomous driving and parking. The Model X's suite of driver assistance features is really the best in its class for 2023. One optional system is called Full Self-Driving, or FSD for short, which aims to enable hands-free autonomous driving. However, numerous high-profile close calls and tragic crashes involving autopilot or FSD cast doubt on whether these systems are ready for use on public roads. Until that's proven, it's best always to retain full control of the Model X, even when autopilot or FSD are engaged. Number 6. Class-leading range. The Model X is a long-range SUV with a class-leading 351-mile range when using a 5-seater configuration, but that drops slightly to 333 miles with the Plaid and its 20-inch wheels, down to 311 miles with the 22 inches. Its range keeps up with the smaller EVs like the Model S and Mercedes EQS. Comparable e-SUVs like the BMW iX fall behind at 324 miles and 316 for the Rivian. Looking at battery efficiency, it has an MPGe of 102 combined. The Plaid drops to 98 MPGe. The Rivian R1S and the BMW iX trail at 69 and 86 MPGe combined, respectively. The base Model X uses 33.1 kilowatt-hours for every 100 miles, while Plaid 34.4 kilowatt-hours per 100 miles. The average EV is higher at 34.6 kilowatt-hours per 100 miles. The R1S sits much higher with up to 48.6 kilowatt-hours, and the iX is somewhere in the middle at 40.7 kilowatt-hours. Charging is one of the X's best assets. It takes only 15 minutes to add 175 miles of range. With a supercharger network, it's easy to find and plug into fast charging. The Tesla-only network, though it's started to open up to all EV drivers, is the best public charging option. The 11.5 kilowatt onboard charger takes 20 hours to refill for home charging, and about half that on a level 2 charger. Now, whilst even with the Model X, there is certainly an argument to say that the charging times don't come close to filling up a gasoline car. It's incredibly impressive within its own EV segment. Sometimes it can be easy to forget that Teslas are still, in fact, luxury EVs. The base price for a new 2023 Tesla Model X long range is around $120,990, while the Plaid jumps to a base price of $138,990. Of course, no SUV will beat the Model X Plaid's initial acceleration or its eco-credentials. But if you're not 100% sold on buying an EV, then $138,000 is a lot to spend on an SUV. And if you're willing to spend that, then the advantage of it costing less to charge than the gasoline equivalent is less important. On their website, Tesla does advocate pricing that includes rebates and gas savings of $8,400 that they factor into their costs to help incentivize potential buyers a little further. But even with a niche that is becoming more and more filled with competitors, Tesla continues to assert its dominance with a combination of novelty, luxury, and sheer performance that no one has been able to match or beat yet. The Model X drives extremely well, presenting a fine ride quality and handling balance. Its acceleration is stunning, a sports car quick as standard and nearly world-beating in Plaid specification. Meanwhile, the Model X's range and recharging capabilities are impressive and benefited from Tesla's widespread supercharger network. Then there's the fact that the Model X has been the best all-electric 3-row SUV for many years running, an honor won due to the absence of any equivalent vehicle. But that is changing now as rivals emerge from overseas and around the figurative corner. But even if those end up being better vehicles, the Model X will remain the one that led to their creation in the first place. We really like the 2023 Model X. It really ticks a lot of boxes if you're on board with the EV revolution that we're experiencing. The unrivaled performance, futuristic interior and exterior, and modern tech all put it at the top of the leaderboard. However, it's the more affordable and the smaller Tesla Model Y that is Tesla's best-selling vehicle. Click the video on your screen now to find out more about the awesome Model Y.